Dr. John Garang was a man of great significance in the history of Sudan. He was born on June 23, 1945 in Wankule. This small village is located in the Bor district of what was then Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Garang belonged to the Dinka ethnic group, one of the largest in South Sudan. Garang's early education began in Bor. He then pursued his studies in neighboring Tanzania. His thirst for knowledge led him to the United States. He earned a bachelor's degree in economics from Grinnell College in Iowa in 1969. Garang continued his academic journey at Iowa State University. He obtained a PhD in agricultural economics in 1981. This educational background provided him with a strong foundation. It equipped him with the knowledge and skills to understand complex socio-economic issues. These were valuable assets in his later years as he navigated the turbulent political landscape of Sudan. Garang's early life and education were crucial in shaping his worldview. They instilled in him a deep sense of justice and a desire to fight for the rights of the marginalized. These values would guide him throughout his life as he dedicated himself to the liberation of his people. Garang's journey took a decisive turn in the 1970s. He joined the Anyanya rebel movement. The Anyanya were fighting for the independence of South Sudan. This marked the beginning of his long and arduous struggle against oppression. Following the Addis Ababa Agreement of 1972, the Anyanya was integrated into the Sudanese army. Garang, along with other former rebels, joined the army. He rose through the ranks, eventually attaining the rank of colonel. As part of his military training, Garang was sent to the prestigious Fort Benning in Georgia, USA. This training equipped him with valuable military skills and knowledge. These skills would prove to be crucial in the years to come. Garang's experience in the Sudanese army was a double-edged sword. It provided him with valuable military training. However, it also exposed him to the deep-seated discrimination and marginalization faced by Southerners within the army. This experience solidified his resolve to fight for the liberation of his people. In 1983, a mutiny broke out within the Sudanese army in the southern town of Bor. Garang, then a colonel, was sent to quell the rebellion. However, instead of suppressing the mutiny, he made a fateful decision. He joined the mutineers. This act of defiance marked a turning point in Sudanese history. It led to the formation of the Sudan People's Liberation Army, or SPLA. Garang became the leader of this new rebel movement. The SPLA's objective was not just the separation of South Sudan. It aimed for a united, secular and democratic Sudan. This vision resonated with many in the marginalized South. It attracted people from different ethnic groups. The formation of the SPLA ignited the Second Sudanese Civil War. This devastating conflict would last for over 2 decades. It would claim the lives of millions and displace countless others. However, it also marked the beginning of a new chapter in the struggle for freedom and justice in Sudan. Leading the SPLA was a daunting task. Garang faced numerous challenges. These included internal divisions, limited resources, and a powerful enemy in the Sudanese government. Despite these challenges, Garang proved to be a charismatic and resilient leader. He held the SPLA together. He managed to secure support from various regional and international actors. Throughout the long years of war, Garang never lost sight of his vision for a just and equitable Sudan. He consistently advocated for a negotiated settlement to the conflict. Garang believed in dialogue as a means to achieve lasting peace. Garang's leadership was instrumental in the SPLA's survival and eventual success. He transformed the movement from a small band of mutineers into a formidable fighting force. He also became a symbol of hope and resistance for millions of Sudanese people. Section 5. The Long Road to Peace, Garang's role in negotiations. Despite the challenges of leading a guerrilla movement, Garang never wavered in his belief in the power of dialogue. He understood that a lasting solution to Sudan's problems could only be achieved through peaceful negotiations. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Garang participated in numerous rounds of peace talks with the Sudanese government. These talks were often fraught with difficulties and setbacks. Despite this, Garang remained committed to finding a peaceful resolution to the conflict. Garang's unwavering belief in dialogue and his willingness to compromise earned him respect not just from his supporters but also from his adversaries. He understood that peace required both sides to make concessions. Garang's commitment to peace negotiations was not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to his strength and his unwavering belief in the possibility of a better future for all Sudanese people. His efforts paved the way for the historic Comprehensive Peace Agreement. Section 6. The Comprehensive Peace Agreement, a Promise for the Future. After years of painstaking negotiations, a historic breakthrough was achieved in 2005. The Sudanese government and the SPLA signed the Comprehensive Peace Agreement, or CPA. This agreement marked a watershed moment in Sudan's history. The CPA addressed key issues that had fueled the conflict. It granted significant autonomy to South Sudan. It also included provisions for power sharing, wealth sharing, and security arrangements. Garang played a pivotal role in shaping the terms of the CPA. His vision for a peaceful and just Sudan was reflected in the agreement's provisions. The CPA was a testament to his tireless efforts and his unwavering belief in dialogue. The signing of the CPA was met with jubilation across Sudan and around the world. It was hailed as a victory for peace and a beacon of hope for a nation ravaged by decades of conflict. Section 7. A Nation in the Making. Garang's vision for South Sudan. With the signing of the CPA, Garang's long-cherished dream of a peaceful and autonomous South Sudan was finally within reach. He assumed the mantle of leadership in the newly formed Southern Sudan government. Garang envisioned a South Sudan that was peaceful, prosperous, and just. He believed in inclusivity and sought to build a nation where all citizens, regardless of their ethnicity or religion, felt a sense of belonging. Despite the immense challenges of rebuilding a war-torn nation, Garang approached his task with characteristic determination and optimism. He recognized the need for reconciliation and forgiveness. He worked tirelessly to heal the wounds of the past and unite the people of South Sudan. Garang's vision for South Sudan extended beyond its borders. He believed in regional integration and sought to foster strong relationships with neighboring countries. He understood that a peaceful and prosperous South Sudan would contribute to stability and development in the entire region. Section 8. A Legacy Cut Short. Garang's Tragic Death. Tragically, Garang's life and his vision for South Sudan were cut short on July 30th, 2005. He died in a helicopter crash while returning from a meeting with Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni. The news of Garang's death sent shockwaves across South Sudan and the world. Millions of people who had placed their hopes and dreams in him were plunged into mourning. His death was a profound loss for South Sudan and for the cause of peace and justice in the region. Despite his untimely demise, Garang's legacy lived on. He left behind a legacy of courage, determination, and unwavering commitment to peace. His vision continued to inspire the people of South Sudan as they navigated the challenges of building a new nation. Garang's death served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the importance of continuing his work. His successors faced the daunting task of fulfilling his vision for a peaceful, prosperous, and just South Sudan. Section 9 Conclusion. The enduring legacy of Dr. John Garang. Dr. John Garang de Mabior was a visionary leader who dedicated his life to the liberation of his people and the pursuit of peace in Sudan. He was a man of immense courage, unwavering determination, and profound intellect. Garang's journey was one of struggle, sacrifice, and ultimately hope. He led the SPLA through a long and brutal civil war, never losing sight of his vision for a just and equitable Sudan. His tireless efforts paved the way for the signing of the Comprehensive Peace Agreement, a historic achievement that brought an end to Africa's longest-running conflict. Although Garang's life was tragically cut short, his legacy continues to inspire. He is remembered as the father of South Sudan, the man who dared to dream of a better future for his people and who dedicated his life to making that dream a reality. Garang's unwavering belief in dialogue, his commitment to peace, and his vision for a united, peaceful, and prosperous Sudan serve as a beacon of hope for the region and the world. His life and legacy are a testament to the power of one person to make a difference in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. The people of South Sudan face many challenges as they build their new nation. However, they can draw inspiration from the legacy of Dr. John Garang, a man who never gave up hope and who dedicated his life to fighting for a better future for his people.